So there was a study out of Harvard that found that the healthiest diets were only $1.50 more than a regular diet. So, oftentimes we say that it's about class as to why somebody can't eat healthy and issues with regard to dieting. And what I will say is that I love to eat my feelings. After a long day, I love to come home, and if those Oreos are in the house, forget about it, right? I need to lock up the Oreos into the cabinet and make sure I don't get that. Domino's is Dr.
We happen to have
Rubin's.
the app.
You live in New York and you eat Domino's
When I
pizza.
want to eat my feelings.
In the salon, it's all about the beauty and it's all about how you look, so forth and so on. And everyone is dieting. Oh, I'm doing Zumba this. I'm doing the bar that. I'm doing the good. And it's like, really? I have this little saying on my station. Dear Lord, if you cannot make me thin, make my friends fat. Everyone sits in my chair and they're like, oh, I love it. I love it.
And so this study found that actually, if there's some organization, only $1.50 more to eat healthy.
But it's about availability. I think that's the issue. It's that, cost $1.50 was per meal. That could really add up. Number one, we want to consider that. But I believe in urban planning, they call it food deserts, where in lower socioeconomic neighborhoods, it's like a McDonald's, a KFC, and there's not access to healthy food. So, we can go why. It's only a little bit more, but if there's no access, you can't drive to get it easily. That's a problem.
Well, hell, if you're already poor, what makes you think you want to stop and eat healthy?
Oh,
Yeah.
It's like, really,
Right.
It's about the comfort. I already can't afford to go to Whole Foods,
right.
but I can go to the bodega.
Right.
This study, I believe, was controlling for these external factors and saying that if in correct civil and urban planning, if things were done correctly, that the additive cost per person would be $1.50 per day. Add that up, a 4-family home or a single mother with 2, maybe 3 kids, maybe more. This does add up.
Yeah.
We're probably talking somewhere $2,000 extra a year. Doesn't sound enormous, but if you are on a fixed income, you're incapable of doing that. And not only is there a financial constraint, but people who are financially poor tend to be time poor. I'm running home from one job to another job, or I have to pick up the children, so it becomes a convenience issue. These
So what can we tell our
convenient things at
people?
their
What can we
fingertips.
tell,
Well,
right?
there's one thing that we're not touching on, which is education.
Yes,
Right.
that's what I
That's
was
a good
thinking. Yeah.
point.
There isn't enough education in terms of providing information about what are some of good options, healthy options to be eating.
Right.
And think about it, the people that will have more access to that information tend to also have more resources
Right.
to be
Right.
able to get
But
that.
to be honest, as far as education goes, I went all the way. You can't go much higher, finished graduate school, and I have 2 children. I have the finances to provide it. I have time. I have other people helping in my home. They still get chicken fingers and macaroni and cheese more times than I can count because it's convenience. That's life.
But also, too, in the areas, you have inferior products. Your supermarkets aren't providing the freshest vegetables
that's a
and
big one,
fruits.
yeah.
And you go in and it's like, well, I'd rather just have a bag of chips.
Right.
It's quicker, yeah.
Right.